Welcome back to Elder Wolf MTG, everybody. Thanks for joining again. We're going to get in another limited draft here. I'm going to go ahead and do Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And just to get back into this format, I just really like this format, and I know it's not as new. It's not as new as Modern Horizons 3. I will get more Modern Horizons 3 content in the near future. But for now, we're going to jump in with Outlaws of Thunder Junction and get into the draft. So we will see you when there's a table. Okay, everybody, here we are. Back with some more Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Let's see. Aven Interrupter is a good one. Really great for an aggro style deck. Just putting it back into your opponent's hand to cast. So, a very good card. Magebane Lizard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals damage to that player equal to the number of non-creature spells it casts this turn. So, for the blue-red double spell deck, Betrayal at the Vault. This can get people. It's expensive, but it is an instant. And if you have two, yeah, it can get people. Earth to Joe. This is the copy ability. Jolene is actually really good. Actually, maybe even better. I actually like Jolene better. I don't know. Aven Interrupter is a really good one. It's a good first pick. It is a double white. Almost picked Explosive Derailment there. Let's see. Riku of Many Paths. Wow, a second Earth to Joe. Somebody's going to be happy with that. Maybe I should jump into that. Yeah, that's the X one. Journey to Nowhere. Yeah, this is a great removal. I think I'll definitely be picking that up since it goes well with my first pick. Prairie Dog is very good. Trained Erynx is very good for the Mount deck. Yeah, there's some good picks in here, but Journey to Nowhere is excellent interaction removal for a creature anyway. I'll go ahead and take that one. Let's see if we can get another color pairing. The white-blue is the plot deck. Let's see what we can do. Skewer the Critics. It's a sorcery speed. Can actually do really well, though. Armadillo, not that great. Beaver is very good. Plunderer is good. I'm not a huge fan of the Brimstone Roundup, especially even though this is a rogue. White doesn't really have a ton of outlaws. I'm either probably going to do Plunderer or the Beaver. Beaver would put us into the green-white mount deck a little bit better. So I might go ahead and go with that. Skewer is good and tempting, but not enough, I think. I think there's more upside to the synergy. Everything else is kind of not great. I could go into the black, but let's stick with green at this point. Archmage's Charm. Really need to be heavy blue. That's definitely not where we are right now. Free Strider is always a good one. I'll select that one. Holy Cow is very good. I actually may go with that over the Free Strider. This comes in as a 5/5 for plotting a 4. Tumbleweed Rising is also very good for the plot deck. No, that's... Some of these may wheel. I'm going to go ahead and do Holy Cow over Free Strider. Flyers can be very good. I'm going to go ahead and Holy Cow this one. Vengeful Townsfolk, which is, oh, it's fine. Throw from the Saddle. I think this is more of where we're looking for removal, interaction. Yeah, especially for mount. So let's go ahead, take a Throw from the Saddle here. Rise of the Varmints can be very good, but that's more for the green-black. Here's another Beaver. There's a Requisition Raid. Very versatile. I really like the Spree cards. Just the options that you have with Spree. Kellen joins up. You want legendary creatures for this? We don't have any yet. But I think the raid, because it's uncommon, that could be incorrect. But I'm going to go with it. It's uncommon. It is sorcery speed, esoteric duplicator. You sacrifice. You may pay 2. Yeah, that's more build around. Tumbleweed Rising. I may can take that here. Scorching Shot is very good. Just 2 mana for 5 damage. Great removal spell. Decisive Denial. It's a good card. I think I'm going to go with the Tumbleweed just for the plot purposes. And let's see. Bighorn. Again, sticking with the green-white. Giant Beaver. Yeah, there's a medic, but I think we'd definitely go with the Beaver here. 2-drop would be nice, but it's a common. We'll take a second Beaver here. Steer clear. Yeah, that's actually going to be really great for us. Okay, we are pretty firmly in the I think we'll do the Silver Deputy, or do I just take an uncommon here? Just for the... I'm actually playing that. Probably not. I'm going to go for an uncommon. Another Tumbleweed. We need a little bit more top end, but still, these could be good. We still have a couple packs to go. Okay. Oh, Fortune. Big hit. Yeah, we're definitely doing Fortune. Oh, Ornery Tumblewag as well. That is tough. Do we have any? We have Holy Cow. Nothing else has enter. Oh, that is unfortunate. Maybe we'll get Cactarantula, Holy Cow on the wheel. Conduit Pylons. I think we take the Tumblewag. I think for our deck right now, it's just better. That was tough. Thunder Lasso can be good. Griffin's okay. Pixie's good. Doesn't have flash. Non-fairy, non-land permanent, so it could be an artifact or an enchantment. This is a tap down. Yeah, I'm going to go with the lasso here. Clear Shot is really good. There's another punch effect. More tumbleweeds coming around. Yeah, just as much interaction as we can get. As we've seen, interaction is really, really critical. Take up the shield. Great trick for counter. Lifelink indestructible. That's a really good one. Doc is great for plotting, for sure. Don't have a ton of plot, but I would take up the shield is such a good trick. See, we have 6 creatures, 9 non. We need some more creatures coming up. Another take up the shield. Versus Armadillo. I really don't want Armadillo. Some decent black going around. Fording is great for blue. I'll do one more take up the shield. Stay on color. It's hard to move away from green with the 2 beavers and the Tumblewag. There's just Clear Shot, a lot of my removal. But we really do need some more creatures, another dock. Free Strider, that's a good one. Yeah, not much else here. Demonic Ruckus in the correct deck is very good. especially with the plot. You see this a lot in standard play for just the mono red aggro prowess deck. It's actually a great asset for that. You got to have a little bit more, I guess, better synergy in a limited format with that, but it is a very good card. Keykeeper. It's on color. It's a 2-drop as well. Target non-mount. I think it's actually useful for us. We have 7 creatures. Yeah. Normally I might just take a rare here, but there's a grizzly as well. Actually, I probably want to do the grizzly. That may have been a mistake. Alchemist is very good. Another steel. We need more creatures. That's a good trick. Greed's Gambit. There's a battlefield. You draw 3 cards, gain 6, create 3. At the beginning of your end step, you discard a card, lose 2, and sack a creature. You discard 3. Okay, yeah. That's understandable why it's called that. Some really good black going around. I would normally take that steer clear, but we need some more creatures. I think here I'm going to take the pylons. Maybe the Verge. Actually, I might actually splash that. That's really good. Reach for the sky to stay on color. Get that flash. Might play one of those. All right, pack 3, we're looking for some very good creatures. I would play a Gardener in a pinch. Yeah, probably not playing that. Deck's okay so far. We will see how our 3rd pack comes together here. Okay, Outcast Trailblazer, really good. When another creature power 4 or greater, not the greatest for where we are. Primal Might is also a very good one. I think we take the Trailblazer. We have Throw for the Saddle. We've got lots of things that could wheel here. But I think we take the Trailblazer. 4 or more. We've got a Grizzly, Free Strider, Beavers. Yeah, we've got a few where we can get some extra value. But yeah, we'll take the Trailblazer. I don't think the Primal Might would wheel, but if it does, maybe the Throw from the Saddle. There's a cool, the Unrepentant. Naturalist. Inventive Wingsmith. It's not exactly what we're looking to do. There is the Medic. Would I take a Medic over? Maybe I take the Bucolic Ranch here? This could actually help us in the long game. I think this is right to take the ranch because we have so many mounts. Trash the Town is a good one. There's nothing else here for our deck. So yeah, Trash the Town it is. 2 counters. You can gain trample and you can draw cards. So yeah, good trick for green. Yeah, nothing else here for us. Yeah, nothing even is going to wheel that we want. So here we go. Trash. How many creatures? We need a few more creature pickups. There's a Grizzly. I've already got 2 take up the shields. Ooh, Omen Port Vigilante. That's an interesting. As long as you committed a crime. It's an uncommon. How many crimes do we have? Steer clear. Throw from the saddle. Lasso. Clear shot. Got some. Okay, it's a 2-drop as well. Marchesa. Such a good card. Ooh, wow. Here we go. This is our pack. I think we have to take Miriam over the Griff. I doubt any of these three will wheel. We'll see. We definitely, Miriam was a huge pickup for what we wanted to do. I don't know if I would take the Outlaw. I mean, that's the one over Sentry. This gums up the field a little bit better than the Outlaw Medic does. I might take the Sentry. Or I could take this for splash purposes. Yeah, we'll take the Sentry. It's probably the safe pick. Ooh, that's a good pickup. It's just a 3/3 reach for 3 Tornado. Wouldn't actually mind a Tornado, but I think we need extra creatures. Snakeskin is a huge pickup. So good for protection. Pariah. Yeah. Tempting to take for the rare, but yeah, for playability, Snakeskin Veil. Ooh, there's the throw from the saddle. That's great. Nothing, well, maybe the Wingsmith more than the Gold Pan. It's possible. And then, let's see, I guess we'll just take an uncommon here. Highway Robbery, why not? Yeah, looking like a pretty good deck here. Good interaction. I believe good curve. Take a common. And here we go. Okay. So let's put this together. I think we just need to make a few cuts and go from there. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's take away. We do need to remember to put the Bucolic Ranch in. So we need 7 cuts. Steer clear. Raid actually may be out. Put that over here. Nowhere's in. Vigilante. How many crimes do I have? Back Century. Throw. Tumbleweed. Maybe the Tumbleweeds go because I don't have a large amount. I mean, they're kind of like creatures, but I don't need the Gardener. So we have, what, 15 creatures now and 12 non. Pretty much keep, I think, maybe the Thunder Lasso goes. It's good for the flyers, but could become a 2/4 flyer. That's not that great. So how many 2-drops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to keep the 2s. We have 1, 2, 3. This is more like a 4-drop. Reach for the sky probably goes away. What's my mana curve? Average is 2.4. I think it's the lasso. So we have Journey to Nowhere, 1 Snakeskin, 2 take up the shields, 2 throw from the saddles. Pretty good interaction. I could go 16 lands. 2.4 average. Lots of 2-drops. Steer clears, removal. I definitely don't have a high top. I think I can get away with 16 lands. The Requisition raid is, even if you have a single creature, it's 2 mana for a counter. Not great, but it's something that gives you options though. They have artifacts and enchantments, which are something to be. So I think I will. Let's do the suggested lands. 41, yeah. So what do we have? We have a little bit more green. than white, and these are tricks. Yeah, we need green early, so I think that's it. Okay, that's going to be the deck. We'll see everyone in round 1. Okay, our first opponent is going to be Vax. All right, let's see what we have for this hand. None of our 2-drop creatures, which these are dead cards without that, as well as this one. So the opponent goes first. We need to draw 1 land. I think we keep. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, we need 1 land in the next 2 draws. One is on green and black. That is a good one. Yeah, let's see. We can draw a land here or a 2-drop, one of the two. Hopefully a land. If we do a land, we will probably play the Free Strider. Three mana, none. All right, let's go ahead and go with Free Strider here. Would not be surprised if they immediately kill it. No, 3 mana pass. Okay, that's really good for us, actually. If they attack, I will... Okay, they're going to do the throw from the saddle, it looks like. What are we going to do, OP? I'm assuming they have a removal spell between the colors of green, black, and red. That's definitely a lot of potential removal there. I would absolutely remove my Lookout if they had a removal spell here. Okay, they're going... No Outlaw, so no treasure. Okay. Interesting. This is sorcery speed. Lots of choices here. Okay. I believe I'm going to go ahead and throw from the saddle. Perfect. Get me an extra land. And then I can attack for 4. That was actually really good. Gives me another land. Now I have a grip full of spells. 4 mana. If I draw a land next turn, I have a few options. Definitely want to get my beaver out fairly quickly. They're also thinking quite a lot over there. It's been several days since I've played, since I drafted, so I'm trying to get back in the mindset. It's been a very busy season here in the house. That's okay. All right. I think we can actually plot this, and then if they have a removal, I can do take up the shield. Let's attack and see what they do. In this case, I don't need to do anything beforehand. Okay, they're going to block. Are they going to pump? Until end of turn, it's +2/+2. It becomes a 4/4. Okay, I think I do this. Do you have another one? Okay, back up to 20. I think in this case, I'm just gonna go ahead and play a 3-2. Okay, we're looking pretty good now. I'm expecting some, yeah, a little bit bigger creature here pretty soon. So 5-4. Yeah, this is probably go ahead and worth doing this again. Did they draw the snakes again? Okay, wow. Which one do I need more of? Green. All 5 lands. That was actually an incredible sequence there. What? I don't understand what just happened there. Okay, I'm not quite sure what the opponent did, but that obviously worked out in our favor. We'll take it. First win. First win. Look at doing some pretty good work there. My brain's still getting back into the playing Magic mode, but that's okay. We'll take our first win. Okay, let's go to the next one. Match number 2 is Mother Nature. Let's see what we have here. Hopefully we can get a little bit better start. We still need 1 more land, and then we are looking pretty decent with 2 3-drops. Okay, I'm gonna keep it. 1 land and 2 draws on the draw. I'm sorry, on the play. Fairly risky. Definitely could have mulliganed that, and I should have. I'll find out here in a couple of turns. Okay. Another green-red start. Let's see what Mother Nature does here. Yeah, I guess my deck definitely wants to have 3 mana to start mobile. Homestead has haste as long as you control a mount. Whenever it attacks, you look at the top card. If it's a land, you may put on buff. That's a very good value card. There's our land. And I believe we just go ahead and do our lookout here. If they crew for crew 2, which is very likely, tempted to block. We can block or we can race. Okay. There comes... I'm gonna attack. Do I want to block is the question. I don't have a crime enabler next turn. So I do have the ability to draw some cards if I don't. I think we let this go for 1 turn. Okay, we did draw. That's really good. I think we do, gosh, can I do this first? For value. One mana of any color that actually doesn't help me any, does it? Actually, it does. Let's do green. Gives me 2 cards. I'm actually very glad I did that now, especially considering the fact that we didn't draw a land. We definitely need one more white source if at all possible. It's been a hard time to come by lands on my deck so far in the first 2 games. It'd be very interesting if they crew the homestead again. That's not a crew 2 or a power 2. It's a good one for the blue-red spells deck. Interesting choice for, well, green, red, black. I think they're deciding if they want to mount, or sorry, crew, rather, the homestead with the grizzly or not. Looks like they are. Looking for the value. Is it the top? Yeah, top card. That's what they're thinking about. Yep, here it comes. I'm going to let it hit. I get giant beaver. Okay, no value on that part. I'm going to go and do no blocks. Really would love to draw planes. Okay. Oh, it's to the player. Yeah, not to me, to that player. So it hurts them as well. Oh, there is the white. Okay, we have some options here. We need to hold up, steer clear, maybe even take up the shield. But I can do steer clear to absorb some damage because I will control amount. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, that's also really good. One mana? Very curious. Do they have a pump spell for 1? I can't remember in this format. Oh, they're just going to chomp. Okay, that works out even better for us. Okay, we have really good plays with the steer clear and with the 4/4 beaver against the homestead. Let's see what they do here. Boombox is concerning. They just need a land to be able to do that. A land, a creature. Oh, yeah, creature, land, and artifact for 6, which they would probably. Oh, they're going to cycle. Okay. Cycle the Tornado. Looking for lands. It'd be great now because I can take up the shield for whichever creature they want to go against next. I'm also quite curious if they want to try to grab value by crewing the homestead, though I don't think that's a wise choice. Gold pan, okay. 2 mana. The creature gets +1/+1. Are they going to equip? Or are they going to equip and attack? Yeah, if they attack, we'll go ahead and do steer clear here. Okay, they are not. They have 1 mana open. What's the odds of them having a snakeskin veil? I think I go for it. the amount of damage that I can do here is incredible, and plus I can get another land, most likely. Let's go ahead and do white. Okay. And I'm gonna hold up both take up the shield and steer clear. It says quite a bit of damage. They're down to 4. Yeah, I guess I could have destroyed an artifact there. It's a sorcery speed, so that's probably what I should have done, but I can also get them fairly well here if they try to do a boombox. At this point, boombox actually doesn't even help them. I have 2 lethal creatures on board. They really need some removal. And at this point, we really just have lethal because we can do take up the shield to give a counter to the lookout. We can also do this, so yeah, it's not going to be enough. I have a treasure. Death Toucher. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, at this point, what we can do is requisition raid, and every creature is then lethal. They have no mana available. They do have a crew, but it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we will this and this. Target artifacts. Let's just go ahead and do that. Target player. The lookout has done quite a bit of work this game for us in finding our lands. Of course, this doesn't really matter at this point. And we have lethal. There we go. Okay. Our deck is doing what our deck wants to do, which is quite nice. So moving on up in the silver, tier 1. Okay, next opponent, Arcadus Uterinus. Okay, now we have lands. Well, that's good. That is such a slow hand. We need... Turn 4 is just too slow. I think we have to mulligan that one. That's better. Let's see here. I think it's going to be one of the tricks. I think it's going to have to be take up the shield. So we need, obviously, one more land. Okay, we have blue flyers. Oh, wow. Does combat damage, put a charge counter, remove a charge counter, and you can choose one, untap target land, or target creature can't block. Counter. That's pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good start by our opponent. The cool thing is you can do this without it being equipped, which is very powerful, which is probably why it's a mythic. And there is Fibblethep. Very good card. And it has Ward 2. think we have to try to get some value from the tumblewag here. We can start protecting it next turn. Yeah, they're going all in on the Harrier Strix here. It's going to be interesting to see if we can beat this, because we're going to have to deal with that pretty quickly with the artifact weapon, the Lost Jite. It's going to get ugly pretty quick. Okay, there's the white. Yeah, that is tempting to try. Do they have a counter or hexproof? That's the question. The thing is, even if I ++1 in a turn, let me go ahead and do this. They might have a bounce or something like that. Yeah, they're definitely not going to block here. I almost think I have to go for it. And if they have a counter, they have a counter, but this gets rid of the flyer if they don't have anything. If they do have something, we're pretty messed up. I think we have to go for it. Wow, okay. Super happy about that. Yep, here they come. Okay, so they're not even equipping yet. That's interesting. Target creature can't block. Yeah, I wonder if that was a mistake. Let's see what happens here. Them holding as much mana open every turn as they're doing. Okay, there's a Wingsmith. Okay, no counter magic this time. So next turn, they're going to have 1, 6, 7, 8 of damage. It's almost too much. But I can leave back a... No, I can't leave back a blocker with that. This is tough. I'm tempted to just put a counter on this thing and swing for 7 lifelink, which would mess up their plans. If I do the Grizzly and then saddle, then it's going to become quite large, but then they can swing back, and then what can I do? I have nothing to protect myself. I almost feel like it's going to have to be this. It seems weird, but I need life right now, and I have a way to let's see if they actually chump here or they let this go through. I really hope they let this go through. That's going to put us in range. Okay. Not letting it go through. Oh, thinking about it. Okay, they're letting this go through. That takes me back to 16. I have a protection for my tumblewag if they have some kind of interaction or spell. Yep. So coming in for 6, 8 damage if they attack with everything. That's plotted for next turn. So they have 3 mana for this turn. mean, they should attack with it. I don't know why they wouldn't. I would definitely keep one back. Okay. Well, yeah. That makes sense. Okay. This is really hurting us not having... Now they can also untap for a land. So they actually have 5 mana now if they want to. Yes, it's... So can I kill him? The fact that they left the 4 toughness behind. The good news is, okay. I can make it a 10-10 unexpectedly if they don't block, and that would kill them. And I can give it trample. So I can use 4 here to give it trample. Oh. One, two, three, 4. If needed, the trample. 3, otherwise. Interesting. Oh, the 2 life. The 2 life. That's very relevant. So how much damage are they swinging back with? 6, 7, 8, 9. I can make them take 8. Okay. What do I need? I need a creature, right? I need a creature. Okay, they have the Vigilante and whatever top card. Let's see if they move the Jite over to the Wingsmith. Even and that's for next turn though. Can't do that this turn. So they have 3 mana for this turn. They should definitely attack with the Thunder Thief. Leaving back the Wingsmith is probably wise, but if they hit for 7, obviously I go down to 3. I have no mana, so I have no protection for my creatures. If they had a bounce, you think they would have instantly done it already. Because that would be 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, here comes that. They're going to attack with both. Just the 5/5. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so they have actively 4 active mana. Let's see if they actually play. They're going to play the Vigilante for sure. Question is they going to... Okay, they have that. Okay, so this is going to be a fascinating turn. Because I need to give trample to the Tumblewag. So I can make it a lot. And they have no mana. I just need 3 mana, so I have to keep all this up with this as another counter. They have no mana, so I can give it 1, 2. Okay, I've just got to go for it. All right. I am almost running out of time here. Do they have 9? They have 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm dead. Yep, good game. That, holy cow, is what saved them. Down to 1, wow. If I had had 1 more land, I could have put a... so frustrating and so close. I was running out of time and trying to do math. Close game. Next opponent is Basilisk 56. You know, that last game, the opponent really had no interaction, which is pretty amazing. Okay, again, we're looking for 1 land. I guess after this, I'm going to put in 17. This is pretty consistently crazy here. I do have some interaction. I need 1 more land. Steer clear helps. Oh, if it's a 2 health feature. Well, another red-green. Wow. That is definitely a Journey to Nowhere target. Okay, need a land. We have 14 of our 30 cards are lands. Oh, it's a 4-3. Wow. Yeah, I can do a, oh, wow, that is going to be a problem. Pay 3 life is kind of the ward. I don't know why they didn't say ward 3 life, but yeah, here we go. 5/5. This is going to be over very quickly if I don't draw a land. Wow. I'm not sure there's much else we can do here. This lack of lands is definitely taking its toll on this deck. I'll go in and put in an extra land after this instead of 16. Yep. God, Terror of the Peaks. I so needed a land last turn. Yeah, that's a true bomb. We don't have a true bomb inside of our deck, so we're gonna have to draw a land this turn, or we're pretty much dead. Even then, it's gonna be questionable. Yeah. Okay, good game. Not drawing lands, definitely a thing. That's a great 2 cards by my opponent, Tumblewag plus Terror of the Peaks. Okay, and just like that, we are 2-2. Okay, the next opponent is Gentzert. Let's see. All right, well, there's our 3 lands. How about that? And 2 whites as well, which is great. Okay. Yeah, best looking hand I think we've had so far in terms of consistency. Opponent took a mulligan, Slacky. Going aggro right out of the gate. Yeah, I guess what this deck really is missing is some quality 2-drops. Prickly Pear's a good one. 2 creature presence on the battlefield. So tempted just to run out the Lookout because it's a 3/3, and if they don't have removal, well, they can still attack in here, but it could stop them. The other way is I could flash out Holy Cow or Aven Interrupter. I think we have the flash cards in hand. They got to know I have something. The question is, what do I want to do? Is it tempo them out? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. Question is do I trade here? I don't think I do on this one. Say we have our own giant beaver, which should gum up the ground a little bit. They're going to have to pay 2 to get their beaver out, which should stall them a little bit. They probably have a trick in their hand, but we're going to have to get it out of their hand eventually. Okay, there's the 4/4. Throw in the saddle? Nope. Okay. I do have the snakeskin veil if they blocked with their beaver. Yeah, sure. Let's that was not what I meant to do. All right, let's go for it. Let's see what they do. Chump's great for us. I think I'm going to go Holy Cow here. And, or keep up Snakeskin Veil, but also have Holy Cow as the way to come in. They have the throw from the saddle this turn. Nope. Startling Hound. That's fine. Surveil is obviously good value here. Okay, they didn't want the Prickly Pear. Interesting decision here is if I block and use my Snakeskin Veil, because if they have one, it's a trade, right? Which is probably fine. I think I'm gonna go for it. Basically, my snake skin veil becomes a removal, obviously, in that turn. I think my Strider of God's gonna be good. I take up the shield here. Okay. We'll take jumping. Perfect. Okay. In a pretty good spot here. Have protection from any kind of damage. Destroy here. It's a good one. It's a very good one. Let's see if they do the boost up the hound. Oh, they're not. They're just gonna. Okay. Interesting enough. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do saddle here. And they do not have... Just gonna do a trump. Okay. Getting in for 2. Great, I keep up. Now, if they have Calamity, which they don't have the mana for, that would be amazingly bad for me. But I have to take up the shield. If I don't need to use it, I can do the Holy Cow. Feeling like we're in a decent spot here. Interesting. Pumping the Posse Boss. Savage Smash. And it fights, so it becomes a 5/6. Oh, that was not what they wanted. And now they pretty much just can't attack. Yeah, okay. That's where you keep the interaction, so you can respond to keep that up. Okay. Peanut Butter is our opponent. Okay, let's check out the hand. Oh, this is probably the best hand we've had all draft. If you're noticing why am I bronze, it's been a few days since the last game. That just, again, my season of life. I don't get to play many times the full draft in one sitting, but so the season ended at least for the month of June, and I went back down to bronze. So let's get started. Yeah, this looks like a very good hand for sure. So turn 2, Herd Whisperer. And then turn 3, Aven Interrupter is just about as good as you can ask for, actually. Let's see here. The Eric's is so good. But I really do need to save. I might need to plot this turn just so that I can attack in for a 6/4 and see what they do. That would give me an excellent turn next turn. So let's do that. It's a pretty aggressive play by me, but this would get me ahead in the race for sure, because if they're doing Eric's, they're probably going to want to race as well. Holy Cow. Okay, Holy Cow main phase. Interesting. They're going to now mount an attack, which is interesting because by doing this, they don't have any blockers. So they're basically getting a scry. Well, we're definitely doing this. 2 throw from the saddles now. I think I'm going to hold up Avon Interrupter because they topped their card. So not a counter, but definitely more of a tempo play. Gives me a flyer. Let's see which spell they want to cast here. I'm hoping it's a 4 mana cost because it'll effectively end their turn. 3 is okay because I can't recast it. So let's go ahead and make that plot for next turn. And let's see what they end up doing. If they attack, I'm just not going to block. I am super happy with this. I might just plot the Trailblazer this turn. They're down to 5. These are sorcery speeds, so I can't do that. And yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and plot because I am only on 3 lands right now. They're going to have to be very careful here. I'm expecting them to not attack here, or at least hold one of these back as a blocker. What's great is I can come in, use Outcaster. Okay. I can get rid of the Spicewoods Paladin. They're thinking about attacking. If they attack with 1, okay. I think I win. Okay, how do we want to do this? I definitely think throw from the saddle on the Paladin. Let's do green. Yeah, let's go ahead and do... They have to chump here. They're down to 1. We have a flyer. We have a trampler. This is looking very good for us. We have an extra card draw next turn. Yeah, feeling pretty good about our chances here. They could do the board wipe. There is a board wipe for 6 mana with 3 white specifically. Forgot the name of it. But that is something that I did not play around. Maybe I should have, but I do have 2 more spells in hand. They have 4 in essence. This is definitely more for aggressive decks, so not too worried about the lasso. Don't think they have anything they can really do here unless they have a board wipe. But let's find out. This will be great if we can get 4 wins. That will get basically the entry fee back. Almost, at least. Okay. So let's just go ahead and play around any kind of special wipe here. Maybe, I'm not sure what they could have here for 3. So 2 more life. Okay. Still very much behind. Another? Holy cow. That would save them. Okay. So now they still take 3 because of trample. Yep. Yeah, good try there by the opponent at the end, but just a little bit too much. I think they got way too aggressive at the beginning with the mounting for the scry. I think that was their main mistake. It seems small, but those type of things actually do add up, and that allowed me to get way ahead on the race that they were trying to do. Okay, so 4 wins. Excited for that. So now we have 1,400 gems and 3 packs to open. And yeah, would love to get another couple of wins here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, the next opponent is Thor. Okay, yeah, that last hand definitely had the best mana distribution that we've seen it. Like this is really, really difficult. Any land gets me up to holy cow. I obviously need green, but if I don't draw green, I have to draw another land. I have to draw. So these are effectively 2 dead cards. I think a mulligan is better here. 6 is probably better. It's a little bit better, a little bit slow. Man, definitely keeping this one. The question is what to... We definitely want to keep Journey. Clear Shot takes a creature, which we have on 3. I really do think this is the Beaver. That's tough. Tough. I've had some pretty tough initial draws with this deck. And I did put in the 17th land the last time, if you recall. Okay, black. And there's a Tiny Bones. Perfect. I will definitely use Steer Clear. That was probably, in this situation, the best card we could have drawn there. Interesting card sleeves there. Okay, no more Tiny Bones. If you haven't seen Tiny Bones, when they deal combat damage to a player, they may cast a target non-land permanent card from that player's graveyard. So nothing on the first, but it gets not great for me as time goes on. Well, we have ripped 2 really, really good cards off the top. Treasure Dredger. They can pay a mana and a life, tap the creature to create a treasure token. So this is great for mana fixing. If you're the artifact deck, it's also really good. Let's see what our opponent does. Okay, 3 colors. Blood Hustler. I want to save Journey to Nowhere for a better target. And now my Bristle Pack. Okay, they're going to go ahead and create a treasure here. That's quite interesting. I'm going to go ahead and attack. Opponent's down to 16. Now, next turn, assuming they don't kill one of my creatures, which they are... Tons of removal is very possible here. If they just activate the Blood Hustler's ability, that's really good for me. I mean, they can do that in a swing in for 2, and I'm most likely not going to block, which that would be correct here. I would not block. Okay, they're going to go ahead and get rid of this. Now they're going to attack for 4. They still have 2 open mana if they want to use it. And now my sentry cannot attack any longer. Okay. Yeah, that's actually an incredible draw here. This allows me to get in for 4 more damage. Our best case scenario is they do not have removal for this turn here at least. Okay, they have Miriam. Interesting. I mean, I guess they are playing the colors, but haven't seen them out yet. Seen basically mono black up until this point. I guess they were relying on the Dredger maybe for mana fixing, which if they have 2 or 3 in their deck, that's not a bad plan. We have a lot of options next turn, especially if we draw a land, then we can do both if we wanted to. Journey to Nowhere, I would really like to save for a bomb. I'm actually very happy to see this. So definitely not blocking. Be interesting to see if they did the 4 mana here. Okay, getting another treasure. Oh, that's an amazing draw. I think we go for this. If they have a removal, then a snakeskin veil. I hope they try a removal on the Bristlepack Sentry. This is aggressive by me, but because of the snakeskin veil, I feel a lot more comfortable making this play. Now I'm going to spread out the love here just a little bit on the Tumblewag. And we're going to swing in for 8. Yeah, and I'm going to hold up. They have 4. If they were smart, right now they would activate their ability. Well, unless they have something big they want to hold on to. Okay. So let's see what they do. They're definitely not attacking this turn. They're on the defensive. Okay, that's a decent one for them. They draw a card if it dies. They have 5 open mana. They could make 6 if they were willing to go down to 1. In this situation, the difference between 1 and 2 life is probably not that big of a deal because I don't have trample. I'm going to still maintain my snake. Wow, that means they have removal of some sort. Or they have a board wipe for 5. This is an incredibly interesting attack to me. I just said they would definitely not attack, and here they come with both creatures. Okay. I think we go for the removal here, and we still have snakeskin. This way they don't get a card unless they have a sacrifice effect. I'm not quite sure what they would have here. I'm so surprised that they... Yeah, I'm not sure why they attacked there. That was incredibly aggressive. Maybe they were just completely relying on me not having removal. Okay, super happy about that. That takes us up to 5 wins now. Which is 1,600 gems plus 4 packs. Yeah, let's see if we can rattle off one more. Our next opponent is Plinko. I really enjoyed Plinko on The Price is Right. One of my favorite game shows growing up. Let's see, 2 mana. I go first. I do have a 2 mana play. I do have a take up the shield on it as well. one more land really opens his hand up. I'm going to go and keep. A little bit risky if they have removal on. Now that is very interesting. And I have them out. I think let's do the Alchemist first if they draw out like a shock or something. Because the combination of Miriam with... Okay, well... I'm gonna go for it. Okay, no counter. No plays. 3 mana. Okay, Brigand. Combat damage. I mean, I think we just go for it. Yeah, my mana on this this draft pack has been interesting. Wow, they plotted. Oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. The plot that does 2 damage, I didn't know what it was when they first did the plot. Going for the value play. Wow, this is really messed up on my lands here. That's probably going to lose me the game now. I mean, I keep going for it, obviously. Could have made an argument to pump up the sentry there to attack and take them down to 4. That seems a little bit risky. So here comes long shot or long shot, Longhorn Sharpshooter, 3/3 reach, a very good card. And then they of course have 4 mana, potentially up to 5 mana. Let's see if they do a crime I can't block. But if they do a crime, the thing is do I save my sentry? Depends on obviously which spell. If they have like a burn spell, I would probably do take up the shield. Yep, here comes the sharpshooter. Are they gonna do a haste spell for the sharpshooter here that pumps it? Prickly pear, okay. Okay, my turn. Well, there is a land. I mean, I think we go for it. Pass priority back to me. They do have a burn spell. I am messed up. Okay. Takes me back up. I still can protect one of my creatures from spell. Now my Bristlepack can attack next turn. Let's see what they end up doing with that, if anything. If I had drawn a plains the last turn instead of a forest, I might have kept Aven Interrupter up. So repulse. If they attack, I'm not blocking. I mean, obviously the Brigand can get in for 1. But now I have a 5/4 Trampler on board. Okay, well, that's a good blocker for the... Yeah, definitely want to draw a card. That's actually a really good spell. What's interesting here is if they block with the courser, steer clear would kill it, and then the 5 damage would go over the top. No, I can't do anything else. So I think I am going to go ahead and attack with everything. I hope they put courser. Uh-huh. Okay. Down to 2. This is Mana Flood versus, I guess, Mana Screw, or whatever you want to call it. So, okay, excellent card for that. They're going to make me pick up. Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah, opponent's got a good-looking deck. That Brigand has done some work for them. I think we just get our 4/4 out. Now, if they've got more repulses, there's many different burn spells that can work here as well against the Beaver. Yeah, that Brigand has, I don't know how many cards it's drawn. 3? Oh, there's Calamity. Oof. So they do Brigand. I mean, I guess, yeah, I block one of them, right? I get 1 card. The Calamity comes in. Do they have a 2-mana creature? I mean, they have to chump here. But you know, I can make it have trample. 2 mana. There's probably ways they can do it. I gotta go for it. I have to plot this. Wow. Okay. They had Calamity. We got around it. That probably shouldn't deserve to win that game, but yeah, that it's tough. That just shows you the pressure when you're able to have just bigger creatures on board. And the protection that I had with the 2 protection spells came in huge there. Okay, the final boss is Tykree. All right, 2 mana, 2 drop. Yeah, I definitely keep this hand. Everything's playable. It's interesting that the Aloe Alchemist has been like a MVP here. Now we have some options. Wow, another green-white. I think we do the throw from the saddle. Just to push in some damage. User green-white wants to be a little more aggressive. I still have steer clear for an attacker. I know I don't have a mount yet, so it's not the best removal at this point if they attack. You could have made an argument to use Take Up the Shield there as a counter if they blocked. We shall see. This is an interesting one here, because if I hold my Aven Interrupter, I think that's what I'm going to do here. Yeah. I think they can now do that on their turn, but it takes up 2 mana now, so they have to make a choice. Okay, Brattled Bighorn. Yeah, I think we'd have to Take Up the Shield if they block here. See what they do. They have to know I have something, but they're almost, it's hard to not block here. Sure, I'll take 5 damage here. And then we'll just do the lookout. Okay. If they attack, I won't block. I do. The only one I can have that makes a crime is steer clear. Yeah, that interrupter is going to be a problem for them. But I mean, they have Holy Cow, so I'm assuming that's coming. Yeah, get some 2 life, scries, get some a blocker. I do have my reach with the lookout, which the new animation they put, you know, pretty recently is super helpful. Just so you can visually be aware, even though this icon on the bottom left for the reach was always there. Yep. Okay, they're going to saddle. Yeah. That's a tough one because they take away the flying defense with that. So again, I think we go ahead and attack with everything. We did it last time, we should do it again. So we have take up the shield and a snakeskin veil that we can keep up and steer clear. So we have a lot of options with 4 mana. I need to make sure that I tap my mana correctly if they block in some form. Okay, so I'm going to, yep, this is the right mana. Go ahead and do this. If they try to remove Free Strider Lookout, then I have Snakeskin Veil. If I had a mount, I could kill it, but I can't. So interesting. Okay. So we're just going to basically bounce. Yeah. So 22 back to 9. Okay, saddling again. It's an interesting choice. I really am hoping to draw a land this next turn. It'll make the steer clear so much better. Now what are they going to do? They have plenty of mana. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is tough. I really need to get one of my 4-drops out. If I attack with my 5/5, they can chump, which is probably what they'll do because they're making one every turn. I think we just get the interrupter through. And then let's lead with the beaver. Now this is tough for them to attack now with the bighorn because I can double block with a high degree of confidence, even potentially triple block. They have a lot of open mana. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Okay, so what could they have here? They could have another indestructible, which would make it a 5/6. And I blocked here. I would lose 1 creature, but get it out of their hand, and they go back up to 12. If I don't block, what happens? I have a mount now. So if they don't have the indestructible, if they don't have take up the shield, but they have some kind of like pump, like +2/+2 or +2/+3/+2, I can really get them here. Yeah, this is tough. I'm going to go ahead and triple block here. Oh yeah, I don't have a mana for Steer Clear. They're looking at the ordering, which one they want to take out. Probably the Lookout, I would assume. They might have two tricks. I mean, that is possible. Yep, there's take up the shield. Go back up to 12. Okay. Gets it out of their hand. Okay. If I did Steer Clear, two mounts. Yeah, I think I go for it. Because even if they block, yeah, I can trade my beaver basically for the bighorn at this point. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Oh no. That was a huge mistake on my part. I thought the damage was going to hold at the end of the turn. That's going to cost me the game. That was really bad. Oh man, that was really, really bad. Yeah, that, well, live and learn. My brain was thinking something totally different. That's an instant. That is also an instant. Makes mine a 6/7, which is exactly what I need. So I can do the two counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well, I'm going for it. Another bridled bighorn. Oh my goodness. That's a really, really good draw. That is 7 damage. All right, in this case, I will do the steer clear on the bighorn as soon as it is done. I have no business winning this match whatsoever. Did my hardest to throw it. My turn. Yep. Okay, just too much. Yeah, I would be frustrated if I was my opponent as well, but hey, we'll take it. There we go. Going up now to silver tier 4. And yeah, we got 7 wins out of the deck. That's pretty amazing, considering how poorly I played. Mishra's Research Test. This was a really good card in the Brothers War set. I really, really like this one a lot. It did a lot of work in Limited for sure. Anyway, good comment. So here we go. Yeah, 7 wins. Look at that. 2,200 gems and 6 packs. Pretty amazing that we went from 2-2, went 2-0, then lost 2, and then we won 5 in a row. Pretty amazing there. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed the content, everybody. Let's take a look at the deck one more time. Very basic, no bombs in this deck. We had a few rares. The Tumblewag, I guess, would be the closest thing to a bomb. Trailblazer by no means is a bomb. Free Strider is more just a value card. Very good. Definitely very good. Lots of interaction, right? We had the Interrupter, we had Clear Shot, Journey to Nowhere, Steer It Clear. We had Protection for 2 Take Up the Shield, Snakeskin Veil. They came in huge. Alchemist did a ton of work, especially in our later games that we had. And I don't think Miriam actually came in terms of the ability whatsoever. But Miriam is a very good one, especially if you have. I needed more mounts to really make Miriam shine. But had some issues with my, I guess, mana count, my land count. Addressed those midway through the draft, and still had some tough plays. But hey, I drew, very well or lucky at the end, and then even in my bad plays, was able to overcome those. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.